St. James Hotel, guys. Cimarron, New Mexico. June 12th. Thank you for that. I think it's Wednesday. Is that correct? Time is pretty irrelevant to me. It's just... There we go. St. James Hotel, boys and girls. St. James Hotel has been placed on National Historic Registry of Historic Places by the United States Department of Interior, 1872. Get squared away. What is your name?
Ashley.
Sorry?
Ashley.
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 Okay, yeah. Thank you for allowing me to do this. Yeah, appreciate it. She's the wonderful concierge here. Mid-80s I discovered it. Had the entire hotel to myself. If you look up here in the ceiling of the original bar here, you'll see bullet holes in the original tin roof here. Let's see, there's a couple right above me. You can see it like right there. One over here. Bunch of them over here. All those gunfighters and characters that were having an extra good time one there. You can't really see a lot of them, but there's a lot. And I pretty much have the run of the joint here. Give you an idea of some of the characters that stay here. Clay Allison, which I actually know his grandson is a good friend of mine. I think unfortunately he passed away about 2-3 years ago and is no longer with us, but he was a good friend of mine. We got Davy Crockett, Mace Bowman, Jesse James, El Felgo, Baca, Tom Boggs, Bob Ford, Dick Liddell, Senator Stephen Dorvey, Buffalo Bill Cody, Lou Wallace, Bat Masterson, Zan Gray, the Western novelist, and Pancho Grigo. That's just to name a few. We've had Jesse James, and I'll show you his room. This is Pancho Griego's room. Over here we got the Bat Masterson room. So this is where Bat Masterson stayed back in the day. A lot of crazy stuff happens in this room. This is Jesse James' room. Reason we liked it the most is back when we had a dog and we'd come to New Mexico, I could park the car right outside the window, open up that window, and we could hand the dog into the room, so it didn't have to sit in the car all night. And that's why we really liked this room. But very pretty. All these rooms are just amazing. Just amazing. Lucien Maxwell, he was born in Illinois, came west in 1834 with Kit Carson, joined the Fremont expedition in 1841. After 1841, married Luz Bubin, I'm not sure, but she was the grave that I showed you over there by the park, there, and next to the old Maxwell house. Now, if you've got a group coming and you need a big room, the Wade Phillips room here is really nice because you got a great big king bed and some smaller beds back there in the back, and so you can get several people, a small family, into one room here, and you might even save some money by getting the bigger room. But Annie Oakley room, the very first time we came, we had this room, and it adjoins the Thumbelina room, which is here, I believe. Annie Oakley, this is still part of Annie Oakley, and this is the Thumbelina, I believe. Oh no, it's the Doc, they've changed it, it's the Doc Holliday. This will give you that, what do they call it? What do they call it? The haunted room effect, or the oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it right now, because this whole building has changed so much and shifted, and the floors are warped, the walls are warped, doors that they can't even put doors on anymore because the frames are warped. They've got it fixed up very, very nice. I mean, there's nothing, looks like it's in disrepair whatsoever. Okay, this is the Annie Oakley extra room. So we stayed in this room, and then the door adjoined. This used to be called the Thumbelina room, and this is where my boys stayed. They stayed in the room adjoining on us. And that was on Mother's Day of, I believe, must have been 1992 or so. And we had the entire hotel to ourselves. The concierge left at 6 p.m. and we had total run of the entire hotel and all the rooms. It was a blast. This was Wyatt Earp. Down here at the end, we have Mary's room. Stayed here, I don't know. We stayed in this room at least 3 or 4 times. I don't recall what the name is. It looks like they're using it for storage. But this next room over here is pretty important. Pretty important to the history here, because at one time or another there was a huge poker game took place up here at the end of the hallway. I'll show you where the poker room is. There was a poker game that took place in which the hotel's deed was placed as a bet. I don't remember if it was Henry Lambert at that time, but they lost. And TJ Wright was staying in room 18 here. And TJ Wright was the one who won the deed in that poker game and took over ownership of the St. James Hotel. Well, he got up and left the card room, made it halfway down the hallway, and was shot in the back and died before he could get back to his room. And now TJ is pretty pissed off. You might be able to look in the crack here. You can't really see a little part of the room. Can't really get in there. Check out that lock. That's pretty cool. TJ was a little unhappy that somebody shot him in the back first off. Secondly, the deed ended up back in the hands of Henry Lambert, and he died in the hallway. TJ, okay, there's somebody here. So he haunts his room, and it was to the point when they did open up the room, so many guests were just leaving in the middle of the night, saying that the was so much noise and chaos happening in the room, they eventually just locked it up and don't even rent this room anymore. And that's why it is locked up. It's because they just don't share this room with the public. As you can see up here, we got Pat Garrett, who also stayed here. Reverend F. Tolby, assassinated. Cimarron's first minister, spent his first night in St. James. 18 months later, he lay dead in the Cimarron Canyon, victim of a backshooter. This, in a way, brought about the Colfax County Wars. A lot of beautiful paintings here. The old mirror. Okay, Henry Lambert, front and center with the son Fred. So Henry is there, and his son is there. So he was the chef. This is where Sean's probably not allowed. He has to go to the little boys' room. One of my favorites. I just love this place. Story after story. Then we start staying up in Mary Lambert's room upstairs. So that's the story of Mary. Cool. So let's go on outside. And pretty much, I'll take one more walk through the main lobby here. And then I'll take you through the bar one more time because you guys got here late. And then I'll show you the outside of the building. So when I first started coming here, there used to be a great big parrot cage over there, and a parrot would greet you as you came into the door. And then, as I said, we come back here into what used to be the newer bar, and this whole wall was a bar. And at night, you would see the bar glasses slide down the bar or start moving around when nobody was around via the video cameras that they had. And they caught the apparition of a little boy standing at the end of the bar screwing around with the glasses. But they've since changed all that. None of this looks even remotely close to what it did when I first started coming. So this was the original cafe right here, guys. Before they redid all this, and this was actually the kitchen. And I'm not sure where the kitchen is now. And they were banging and hammering. They're fixing this up. This is really nice. The restaurant area. An old antler chandelier. So when I first started coming here, you had the restaurant there. The kitchen was over there in that room I showed you where that big table was. And then this was an open area. But along that entire wall, they had like chicken wire. And probably an area of the length of the wall, but probably about 8 feet deep, and then little trees and stuff, branches and whatnot, and then a bunch of native and exotic birds. So you could sit there and eat your breakfast, and all them birds were right there in being contained within that chicken wire thing that sat there. But apparently the state of New Mexico deemed it a health hazard or health violation, having, dirty birds right next to where you're eating, and made them take all that out. But it was kind of fun to sit there and eat and be able to hear the birds chirping and flying, seeing them fly around and whatnot through the chicken wire that was there. Long since gone. That's the annex behind us now, the newer section. You could stay over there for a lot cheaper than what you stay here. I don't know what they go for a night. Pretty cool patio that they've made here. Very nice. Looks like they got a little waterfall that's not functioning at this particular time. Okay, that's what they're building. There maybe a little stage or something over there. Very cool. Come in and shoot a game of pool. Nice. Play some pool next to a gas fire and gas heater so you stay warm in the cool nights here. Because as I said, it is 6,000 feet. It does at night. Temperatures can drop. Like last night, it was in the 50s, and that's jacket weather. That's jacket weather. I'll go back out and thank that gal one more time for allowing me in. Ashley, I believe, was her name. And then I'll go to the front of the building. 1980s, you'll see my name in here all the way to current. Probably should add it today, huh? Awesome. There we are. We are in the annals of history again. Very cool. Alright guys, one last look. We're out of here. Alright, let's go check out that. So there's quite a few places down there. There's the old grist mill where you see those wagon wheels hooked up. I will take you into there. I don't know if it'll be today. Probably soon. Today, maybe tomorrow. I've been to the old jailhouse. If you guys are on my Facebook page, go to Facebook and you can type in Facebook/SimplyGhost and join my page. I've been posting a lot of pictures there until I can get them over to Discord and whatnot. So guys, that's the St. James Hotel. Whether I get there and spend the night and do an investigation, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure that for me, I want to spend $200 to spend the night there. But no need. I've got tons of video and stuff from past investigations that I've done there, and I can also always share that with you. But there you go. The famous, and I should say infamous, St. James Hotel here in Cimarron, New Mexico. How cool is that?